puppy, I'm inappropriate. I like hearing space, I like the whole script. You're such a freaky girl, I love it.
Hey bitch. Hey bitch. What's up? It's Nikki motherfucking Newhope. But you already knew that. AKA Daddy Issues. And I had to text somebody back. Hold on. Okay, anyways. And today I'm going to tell you another story time that I remembered. And I'm also simultaneously going to be trying to stop itching my weave, because you're not supposed to do that, because then you won't have a weave anymore, because you'll itch it out of your head because it's braided and sewn. And yeah, so we're going to be trying not to do that. It's a vicious feat, okay, but we're going to try to pull it together while doing our hair. Oh my gosh, why are they still texting? What do they want? And I feel like I should go get my septum pierced today, but I feel like today's also over, so anyhow, and I need to do the dishes. Anyways, furthermore, meanwhile, conjunction junction, what's your function? Aneurysm. So in the middle of my hoeing career, after I got over, not all the way over, I've never gotten all the way over it, but after it, the seething scorn, painful scar, terrible experience, flashback of the sugar daddy scam that happened to me, and I don't have a video on that on YouTube yet, but I will eventually, just like every other fucking thing that I will eventually do. After that pain lessened and I forgot more and more about it because of my self-inflicted amnesia forgetting process, I decided, hey, you know what would be a great idea? I've been reading hella Tumblr blogs about sugar babies, and like, sounds like a fucking easy job, and they put pictures of like planes, trains, and automobiles, and like Louboutins or Louboutin, shit I can't pronounce, or even like have never been in the presence of, you know what I mean? Well, now I have, but at the time, I didn't know my ass from a hole in the ground, but I was like, you know what, sign me up, because them bitches, they have got the right idea, alright? And so I went ahead and made a little profile ski on old Seeking Arrangements, and just like every other bitch in this fucking town, and most in the world now, that it's become such a huge trend, and Seeking Arrangements is now trash. Hey, mind you, by the way, side note, don't do it. Well, I mean, unless you're seasoned and it's very hard. Tumblr blogs, let me tip this, give you a tip, okay? Tumblr blogs, they're not going to teach you everything you need to know, okay? They're just not. But I thought that I knew it, okay? So I was messaging people back and forth. I also paid for a membership on sugardaddy4me.com, spelled out, not the number, but like the word. And I do recommend the membership on that one, just because of like the caliber. And people, I mean, I'm not going to give them like my dead ass recommendation, like, yes, this is a safe thing to do. Like, but you should do this. But I'm just saying, if you're already doing it, like that site, you know, it's not a terrible use of your money or time, in my opinion, but you could be doing things completely differently, so it could be terrible to you. What a wonderful review, Nikki. And we couldn't have lived without hearing that. Anyhow, and I started obviously getting messages upon messages, like so many I couldn't even handle, because like, yeah, you know. And there eventually was an older gentleman that was seeking a mutually beneficial arrangement in my city, which is actually a terrible place to look for a mutually beneficial arrangement, because it is losing both geographically and economically. It is a very blue-collar city, but that is neither here nor there, because I live here. And so I tried to just you know, scour through this little haystack of a town and trying to find those couple needles. And in doing that, sometimes I get pricked. Good one, huh? I just came up with that off the top of my fucking head. And we set up a date, and I was like talking to whoever the fuck that I was talking to at the time. Like, I don't remember this, to be honest, or I'm not gonna admit to it. And I was like, listen, in these Tumblr blogs, they say, like, if you're a sugar baby, you're a sugar baby. Like, that's how you have to treat it. Like, and you don't have to give up any sugar, because it's like an arrangement, and they're supposed to give you like an allowance, and like you're supposed to feel comfortable, and like you don't have to do anything, basically. They know know that. Like, they can't treat you like a hooker, like, or a hoe or whatever. Like, they have to treat you like respectfully, otherwise the rules are like you can leave, you know. Like, whole rules is like if they like bust or like if the time's up you can leave. Well, apparently in my head I thought like sugar baby rules was like they need to treat you like the sophisticated, classy young lady that you obviously fucking are, based upon your profile, using big words like affluence, stature, generous, beneficiary, things like this, okay? Mean that they can't try to press you about shit, okay? And that was the rules in my head. And so I agreed to a date with this gentleman. Like, we agreed on an allowance. We agreed on, like, how long we were gonna see each other, how many times a month, like, when, like, how long those dates, like, all the whole nine. Like, it was all talked about. Not, like, hella thoroughly, because I still treat everything kind of hoishly. Like, I tried to follow the Tumblr blogs, but, like I said, there's no, like, one-size-fits-all, copy-paste conversation, whatever, if you've never done it before. So it can get a little bit tricky if you have no fucking friends to tell you what to do, or in general. And so all of that was talked about to the best of my ability, and we agreed to meet later on that same night for the first time. And I was like, okay, like, we're just gonna hang out, right? Like, you don't expect anything, right? And apparently, like we'll know later on in the story, he was just like I guess just agreeing to that, like how I would say it, like to a client in an escort conversation. You know, like wink wink, like just so you know, like if you're a cop, this is all just between adults. We're just, you know, I'm just here with my time, and you're there with your money, and if you want to leave me some gas. Okay, you get the picture. Apparently that's what he was thinking, and I was thinking something completely different. And never the two shall meet. Anyways, I'm gonna look it up in the thesaurus, different words for anyways. Next time I'll have that for you. And so I went to his house, and I'm like, okay, do you have my allowance? Because I'm a sugar baby, and that's how you say it in this world, instead of donation. I didn't say that part though. And it was like very, like, he lived like he was a grandma, like somebody's grandmother. He had gates for his cats, which makes no fucking sense. And it was just dramatically, it made me have an existential meltdown even before the rest of it. So he's in his like house slippers, plaid pajama pants, mock neck, turtleneck, zip up unit number, and he's got Jeopardy or the Wheel of Fortune on the television. He's got a corduroy couch. You get the picture. And I sit down on this corduroy couch. He hands over like $500 measly or something like that, which I was fine to take because in my head I didn't have to do anything, remember? And like, who knows if like it's gonna end up working out between us, I don't know. So yeah, give me my money, my allowance. And then so we just talk, and I'm just like bullshitting and like trying to take up more of the time. And then he's like, oh, do you want to see the rest of the house? And my dumbass said yeah, because I thought he was really going to show me the rest of the house so that like when I came over next time for more money, like I would know where the bathroom was and stuff. No. Apparently he thought that meant something else. So I follow him up the stairs. He goes in, he's like, here's the bathroom, you want to use it? I use the bathroom. I come out to this man stark naked in his bedroom, on his bed. And I'm like, whoa, sir, what are you doing? I am appalled. Who? Me? No, you've got the wrong one, sir. You've got the wrong one. And I really gasped, and I was like, I don't know what you thought this was. I feel so disrespected. I feel so ashamed of myself. You must think I'm some kind of whore, don't you? And oh my God, I'm just so afraid for my safety right now. And so while he, like, I just bolted. Like, I just went down the stairs. I call the person that drove me there, and I'm like, hey, I'm running out. He scared me, so pull up right now and leave the car running. And so I run out the front door. It's dark outside, and he's still like pulling his pajama pants on and stuff, like trying to get everything like on, like to where he wasn't like going to have indecent exposure to his neighbors that he's obviously obviously lived next to for the most, if not all of his life. And he chased me out the front door and barely had his pants up while he was doing it. And I jumped in the car, almost lost my shoe. And like, what was this man gonna do? What was he gonna do to me if he caught me? This old man. And I jumped in the car and he called like a couple times, and then I was like, listen, sir, I feel so disrespected and I'm gonna, report you to the sugar baby community, and this is a terrible, terrible way to treat a lady, and how dare you? You should be extremely ashamed of yourself. And that, my lovelies, was the last I ever heard from that man, and I never did that again. Lipstick on my teeth, cool. Bye, see you next time, subscribe.